when it comes to selling, there's really two sets of things that you need to master. And one is product knowledge, and the other is sales skills. With product knowledge, it's critical that you know what your product or service does. You need to know what it doesn't do, what it can do and what it can't do, what it is and what it isn't. So an easy example is car sales. So if you're in retail car sales, you need to know what features come on the LX package versus the EX package. What other features are available? What mileage does it get? What colors does it come in? The more you can have that information on the tip of your tongue when a customer asks or as you're guiding them, the more successful you're going to be. Now, we've talked about you don't want to just dump your bucket and crush them, your prospect, with all the features and benefits and wow them with all your knowledge about your product, because that's going to backfire. That's going to overwhelm them and make them back up, not make them move toward you and get excited. No one has ever said, wow, you know so much about this product. I can't wait to buy from you. No one has ever said that. What they have said is, wow, that's a lot of choices and options. You're completely overwhelming me. At least that's what they're thinking. They may not actually say that out loud. So you need to know this stuff so that you can use it when you need to, not so you can just dump it on people. But nonetheless, you need to know that stuff. If you're a server in a restaurant, you need to know that menu. You don't want people asking you, well, what does this do? Is this gluten free? And you're like, oh yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. Or what's the difference between the chicken burrito and the chicken enchilada? Yeah, no one's really ever asked me that. Not sure. Does this come with corn tortillas or flour tortillas? I know I'm sticking with a Mexican restaurant, but it's because I love Mexican food. So, point is, you need to master that menu and know the answers so that when people have questions, you're the knowledgeable professional. Because it's going to come up at some point in the sales process where you're actually going to have to fit a specific product to their specific need. There's going to be this time when their product, their needs and your product come together, and you can only match them up if you understand everything about your product, so you know exactly what's going to work for them and what's not going to work and why. So that's product skills. And a lot of times sales books, sales trainers assume, well, of course, you've got product knowledge. That's a given. What we need to talk about are sales skills. And there's truth to that, because it's not really the sales trainer's job in general or the sales book's job to teach you your product. That's your company's job and your job to know those things. But it's just as important as sales skills, because at some point you're going to get to, that point in the process where you need to actually sell them the thing. And if you don't know about the thing, that's going to be really hard. So get your head around your product, your service, and become a master, an expert in that thing. So back to sales skills, the other big piece of skills that you need to be successful in sales. And within sales skills, there's basically two components within that. There's the people skills, the mindset. There's, are you understanding that you're there to guide your customer or your prospect? You're there to serve them. Sales is something that you do with them and for them, not to them. And that your job is to discover what they need by asking good questions and listening and guiding their conversation and helping them to narrow the choices. Do you understand all those things? Do you have a high degree of curiosity and empathy and service? And then there's the actual other, what are considered more the traditional sales skills. When people think of like, I need sales skills, they're thinking like how to close and how to write a proposal and how to give my value proposition. And those are all legit. You definitely need those things too. So total, it's three things, but it's in two main buckets. So you've got the product knowledge, we've talked about that, and then you've got sales skills, which break down to the characteristics, the mindset of the seller, and then the actual how to do a value proposition and ask questions and how to create a sales conversation and how to close and how to ask for the sale and all those things. So there's sales skills and product knowledge. equally important and equally necessary. You're not going to succeed in sales with one or the other. And so if you're new to sales, ask where you are. Do you have product knowledge? Maybe you've been in a different role in the company and you just need the sales skills, or maybe you've been a salesperson somewhere else and you're new to sales with this company and now you just need the product knowledge, but you've got the sales skills. And as a final point, whenever you're asking yourself about skills and you're kind of doing a self-assessment on things, as Jeffrey Gitomer teaches, the sales king, right? Don't ask, do I know this? Ask, how good am I at this? So not, do I know my product, but how well do I know my product? Not, do I have sales empathy and curiosity, but how good am I at empathy and curiosity? And not, do I know how to close, but how good am I at closing? Because what that's going to do is always allow you to grow and to continue to master. There's no such thing as mastery. There's just that path to mastery. I know that was very Zen, but it's true. You're never going to know everything there is to know about anything, but you can continue to grow and increase your knowledge, and that's just going to make you better and better. And that's going to allow you to serve your customer better and help you both to win.